Almost. I got it. I got it. Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
So yeah, what is there to say about panty and stocking? Disclaimer, a lot. Panty and stocking with Garterbelt is a weird offspring of Gynax. That's right, you heard me. Gynax. As in Gurren Lagann, Evangelion, those guys. Some of it is even written by Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill author Hiroyuki Imaishi. They even got the same character designer to do a lot of the work. The entirety of this episodic fever dream of a show deals with two angels, Panty and Stocking, who with the guidance of their benefactor, the Reverend Garterbelt, fight the darkness in this city, materialized as ghosts. That's a capital G there. For lack of a better term, these are basically low-class demons. They do this to earn favor in the heavens by killing these abominations and collecting heaven coins. And for the namesake of the show, they do so with their undergarments that transform into a gun and a katana, respectively. Now, the episodes are split into two mini-sodes, something along the lines of SpongeBob, Powerpuff Girls, you know the drill. This gives Panty and Stocking a little breathing room, even though it really does not need it. The plot doesn't get too serious until leading up to its finale, so take that into consideration. Now, I've tried to avoid talking about the major points in this review up until this point because I wanted to clearly and efficiently give you an overview of the series before stating my opinion. Because here in about 5 seconds or so, I'll drop the serious review facade and flip my shit. Oh my god! Oh my god. So this show is a huge dick joke, albeit a dick joke wrapped in an incredibly appealing layer of amazing animation and design. The entirety of the show is stylized for the most part like some American cartoons, and there's even some cease and desist level similarities here and there. Each episode also tends to centralize around a theme to parody, which in my experience seemed like a lot of American tropes. In fact, it was mostly American tropes. Everything from a sex tape scandal with a famous celebrity to a Full Metal Jacket analogy for sperm heading out into the Battle of the Bush. I'm not even kidding about that. That's actually part of the show. There's even some interesting directorial stuff that you don't see all too often in animation. For example, one of the minisodes covers a day spent entirely in a room, and the camera does not move for 15 minutes, and it's still watchable due to the dialogue. This is something that could have been bad if not executed wonderfully. However, this is countered by the fact that some scenes can seem awkward to watch. Not because of the subject matter, but because of the stop-and-go, over-the-top nature of the series. It can go from high-octane, cheap thrills to an entire episode that's suddenly about some random grandpa. That's also something I'm not actually kidding about. That's actually a thing. Again. Now, yes, this show is dirty. It may not seem like it at first glance, but good God, there's dicks everywhere. Thousands of dicks. If Japan had their own analogy to South Park, this is that show. What's actually more interesting about Panty and Stocking is the comedy. There's a lot of Western themes present, and this leaves a lot of the humor actually hitting its mark over here in the States, as opposed to lost in translation. Even in my rewatch of it, I found myself giggling, which is very, very rare for me in comedies. I can't tell you how many times I've watched Kung Pao Enter the Fist again and gone, wow, this really isn't funny without people to watch it with. Even though it was really, really funny to watch the first time. The soundtrack is this weird mix of electro, club banging, four on the floor, boots and cats, house whatever, the amen breakiest didgeridooist of drum and bass, and various other musical themes. It's eclectic as shit, and it's apparent right from the opening theme, which is catchy, but it sounds so odd. Now, coming from an outside standpoint, this is not a show for baby anime fans, both literally and figuratively. The subject matter ranges from shit to vomit to hymens, and that's not exactly kid-friendly. On top of that, any adult you might show it to could look at you and say, this is fucked up, which it kinda is. But if this person is understanding enough about the show's content, it's probably okay. That also goes along with the incredibly crazy fan service that happens damn near all the time. Like, this show is 90% fan service. Oh look, there's an ass. And there's an ass. Oh, and there's a boob. And the ass again. However, as much of a grab bag of guilty pleasure Panty and Stocking is, it's still a powerful display of animation, and its slightly random nature gives it great rewatchability. Just don't show it to your mom. Or maybe show it to your mom, if she's into that kind of thing. This is the end of the video. Here's the subscribe button, here's the Facebook and the Twitter, here's the shirt, and there's the music. I'm really sick, guys. I got really sick this week, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm still kind of stopped up. However, I should be fine once the weekend is out, so don't worry, I'll be back in full force. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.